cafe anyway. All right. Okay.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Very good. It's good to be with you today. It's been a while since I did a podcast. Yes, it's supposed to be daily, but sometimes I get interrupted.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And here we are with episode 2541. I think that's the correct way you say that. I don't know. I'm someone who likes to do a podcast every day at cafe anyway. Hey, here we are today, and we've got some interesting stuff to cover on the show called
Mike's Daily Podcast.
So I hope you enjoy that. Going to do that. And so far so good with
Mike's
the rain
Daily
leaking into
Podcast.
cafe anyway.
Yeah!
So the gal that used to do the all the stuff for Trump to make him look good, what do you call that? Press person. She's now the governor of Arkansas. Yes, I somehow missed that too. I guess because I'm too busy with my head in the sand. I don't know. Or in the sandbags, as it were, is because there's so much rain. We need sandbags here. So she's now the governor of Arkansas. Arkansas Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders will prohibit the use of the term Latinx in government documents through executive order. She was sworn in as the first female governor of Arkansas. That was yesterday. And justified the ban of the word Latinx in government documents and name titles by citing a Pew Research poll that found only 3% of American Latinos and Hispanics use the term to describe themselves. Sanders' executive order states, ethnically insensitive and pejorative language has no place in official government documents or government employee titles. The government has a responsibility to respect its citizens and use ethnically appropriate language.
And here's today's podcast picture.
Particularly when referring to ethnic minorities. It's our first move to do that. Progressive groups and some politicians have pushed the term Latinx, Latinx, in recent years as gender-neutral alternative to the Spanish words Latina and Latino. Sanders noted in the executive order that the Real Academia Española, a midriff-based institution where you have to wear a midriff if you are going to work at this institution. The late great Basil the Boxer is correcting me. He says, no, it's Madrid, Mike, Madrid. Okay. Thank you, sir. It serves as a linguistic guide for Spanish, officially rejects the use of the letter X to replace O or A as a way to identify gender in the language. One can no more easily remove gender from Spanish and other Romance languages than one can remove vowels and verbs from English. Oh, wow. But they do. They do remove vowels. I can be found on the website Tumblr, and they removed a vowel or two from that word to make it Tumblr. It is the policy of the governor's administration to prohibit the use of culturally insensitive words for official state government business. Wow. Is that a slow news day story or what? But that is what she is doing. And I think it's even more fascinating that she is the governor of Arkansas. I've been to Arkansas once. Very beautiful, very green. I stayed in Memphis. Wait, Memphis, that's in wrong state, Tennessee. I was in Little Rock, that's right. And I ate at my very first Waffle House at that Little Rock in Arkansas. And I stayed in a hotel with a huge pool inside, like a big atrium. And I stayed in a hotel room, you know, that the door to get in was inside the atrium. The hotel room stunk of chlorine. But yes. And then, what else? Did I mention the podcast picture is a beautiful sunset from yesterday when I was in Fremont, California? Speaking of which, I got this little email today. I didn't even know, this is even surprising, I did not know that the game show, Let's Make a Deal, I think it was Monty Hall hosted that. He's long since passed. But I remember my parents watched it pre-divorce. They would watch it and laugh. People in the audience were encouraged to wear costumes, to show up in costumes. And they'd pick someone from the audience, and there would be this whole thing where they'd have to pick either the box or something else, and they could win prizes. Kind of like Price is Right in a way, but no price guessing. Anyway, I got this email saying a local Fremont, California contestant is going to be on the CBS show Let's Make a Deal, and that's coming up at the end of the month, Friday, January 27th. So that particular person, I can name this person because this has been in a press release, released to the world. Their name is R.T. Patil, and I think that's how you say it. There's two A's in it, so it may be A-R-T Patil or A-R-T Patil. Anyway, they're going to be on, and they're from Fremont. So Fremont will get some notoriety from that. Exciting news. That and the wonderful sunset that I featured in the podcast picture today. And also some bizarre stuff, interesting stuff has been going on in the business world lately, in the money world, financial world. Stocks have been going up. They ascended as Wall Street counted down to a crucial inflation reading and big bank earnings later this week. So supposedly that's fueling it. Now, after all that happens at the end of the week, will it drop again? Who knows? Tesla shares, as we go outside a cafe anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth.
Anyway,
Tesla shares, they've been tanking lately. They rose a whopping 2%. Yes, only 2% after they registered with the state of Texas to expand its electric vehicle factory in Austin. That got their stock to go up a little bit. And Disney theme parks, you've been hearing a lot about Disney in general because Bob Iger is back. And he has decided that employees need to work at the actual building whence they came. Worst they are, worst assure. Wherever they have to work, they have to go back into the office. They can't work from home. They can take one day off of work, one day from home, which I did today. And that's generally when I can do a podcast, is if I work from home these days, because work is pretty dang busy. But another big piece of news is Disney theme parks rolled back some price increases. Finally, who even saw that coming? Disney, to me, just keeps going up and up and up with the prices. Up and up and up, and they never come down. Well, some got rolled back. This is a Bob Iger thing, you can bet. And they increased perks to you if you have an annual pass. There are a couple people that I used to watch on YouTube. I don't anymore because it just turned into this big commercial for Disney all the time. But part of why I watched it was because I'd watch it and kind of laugh, even though they're all, hey, Disney's great, la 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 la, I love being at Disney World or Disneyland or Epcot or whatever. And they this one guy actually lives in an area, a development that was built by Disney, but it's not. It's like a housing development. It's a bunch of condos, and he pays a crazy amount of money probably in rent to live there, and all that is going to Disney. It's like their little town that they've got near Florida, Celebration, near the all the amusement parks in Florida. So he loves it. He's always going places that are Disney related. And then occasionally I'll hear him say something. He can't hide it. He'll go, wow, the lines were really long today. I only rode one ride. I didn't even feel like riding a ride today. Wow, the annual pass membership went up again. It's getting really expensive. Wow. Disney stocks are really dropping. And actually, it's true. Stocks for Disney got so low. They'd never been this low since the last time they were this low was in 1970s. I think 1974. It was whenever one of the Herbie movies came out. Herbie, the Love Bug. So maybe this will turn it around. But anyway, Cafe Anyway, if you got one of those annual pass memberships, which, okay, you like Disney a little too much. I can understand visiting it once. All the parks once. But going back over and over and over again, you got a weird addiction, I think. I know this one lady, older than me, loves Disney so much, she is working for them, but at the amusement park, like in a gift shop. She got a job in Florida, stays at some kind of Disney type dorm. It's a Disney owned dorm of some kind, Buena Vista or whatever. And she lives there. She left her husband, not like really left her husband, but left him behind in Fremont so that she could work in Florida, in Orlando for Disney. She loves Disney that much. It's just, I don't get it. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Okay, I can't name you one. Okay, Steamboat Willie. I can name that. And the little cameo he makes in Fantasia. But come on, why? Why that obsession? It is an obsession. If you're actually living there on, I hate saying this, Disney property. People use that all the time. Disney property. So if you live there, that's just, you're a little too obsessed, I think. But anyway, Cafe Anyway, you are getting more perks if you have that kind of membership. And they're making it easier for loyal customers to attend. I just don't get it. It's, you know what it is? It's a FOMO thing. These people, they have a fear of missing out. They see their friends on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, TikTok, all going to Disneyland parks. And I want to go. I want to be there. They can't get that over me. I want to be there. I want to be special. Amazon has a Thursday night football, and their audiences have averaged 9.6 million viewers. However, that has missed the estimates by up to 25%. So what's Amazon have to do? They got to pay money back to their advertisers. 9.6 million viewers, to me, that sounds like a lot. I'd care for a couple of those as a listener. And you can listen, by the way, to Mike's Daily Podcast. It is on the Amazon Music channel, app, whatever that is. I know it's on Amazon somewhere. Airlines closed out 2022, stranding hordes of passengers. Today, there was a huge problem going on with the NOTAM. Something to do with the flying. They have to avoid certain things. There was some kind of malfunction that happened, and so planes got grounded. Thousands and thousands of flights got canceled or delayed. I think over 4,000 flights got delayed. It was a big mess today. Web and Amazon searches of Apple AirTags for luggage have grown by more than 5,000%. Apple AirTags for luggage, interestingly. I didn't know Apple did that. Huh. This fascinates me. See? So much interesting financial stuff going on today. I'm going to look it up too. There it is. It came up right away on Bing. Let's see. Personalize your AirTag with free... Okay, it's a tracking device developed by Apple, designed to act as a key finder, which helps people find personal objects to locate lost items. Wow. And how much water have we gotten in California? 20 trillion gallons over the past 3 weeks of storms. That's enough to cover a flat surface the size of California in over half a foot of water. That is how much rain we've had. Dang, I got so many other fascinating things in here. One is that about college. Out here. I'm outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley. I forgot to mention. Or did I? I forget. But we're outside here. The average cost of attending a 4-year in-state college was $44,000. For an out-of-state student attending a public 4-year college, that goes up 3 times the amount. Like $112,000. Yes. So basically, don't move. Don't go out of state. Don't move out of state to go to college. The average cost of attending a private 4-year institution was even more than that, $160,000. Degrees are out of reach for many Americans and should not be mandatory to gain economic security, experts say. Some experts, some people that claim they're experts. Workplaces are quickly dropping requirements of bachelor's degrees. Interestingly, I don't know where that fact came from, but in November of 2022, November of last year, just 41% of job postings required a bachelor's degree. That is down from almost half compared to 2019, down by 46%. And 2023 will center on skills-based hiring rather than degree requirements, at least at successful companies. Oh, this is from the consulting firm Gartner. Google, IBM, and Apple have eschewed their long-standing degree requirements. Really? Wow. Studies are finding that non-degree holding hires perform just as well as those with PhDs. So take that, you people that are really smart. The next era, or maybe had a lot of money or decided to spend a chunk of your life in academia. The next era of work will prioritize skills over pedigree. Fascinating. Wow. I'm saving this little bit of fascinating information somewhere in my email. But you can email me, MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. You can also call me. I have a phone number. It is easy to remember. It's 336-MM Daily. 3 plus 3 equals 6. MM as in Mike Matthews. Daily as in what this podcast tries to be. But sometimes I get interrupted, as you know.
Call now. 336-MM Daily.
And look who's here outside of Cafe Anyway. Hi, Mike. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing?
It's a Disgruntled Fiddle Player. Tell you what.
What?
Everything I learned about life, the universe, and everything I learned by watching the HGTV and watching people building houses and flipping houses and doing all that stuff. That's what I learned. I learned it from HGTV.
Wow. I didn't know, because HGTV, I used to watch the Trading Spaces. Was that on there? And the Trying to Find a House one where they're shopping all over the place. House Hunters. The lady that started that, she died. But yeah, and Jeff Beck passed away. Oh, Jeff Beck and all his great work with Rod Stewart and that one song where they did the cover of People Get Ready, Trains Are Coming. Dang. Christine McVie last year. All the classic rock greats. Dang. Look who else is here.
Hello, Mike. I make delicious root beer. Have some right now.
Thank you. Oh, it's good to have some root beer right now. Oh,
Drink it right now. I'll kill you.
I just drank some. That didn't have any COVID in it, did it?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Oh.
I got rid of it, the COVID, and I just don't want to have any more. With more ways to reach me, here's A. Frank.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!